All right. Hope you are doing well. Happy Monday. Just a couple things today on the show for Lunch of the Market. China-Biotics, CHBT. This is a stock that we've actually owned for quite some time. Our position is, I guess you could say, smallish at this time. The stock 52-week high is up around the 20s. It got us, it's around the 20s. We actually sold out of a lot of since then, because initially when we got on, we got around between the $10 and $12 level. We probably should have flagged this a little earlier, but there have been a series of law firms that have released statements saying that they think this company or that company is fictitious, and a ton of the Chinese ADRs that trade over here have been obliterated. So obviously this stock, which was around 20 at one point during the year, traded down to, let me see if I can bring up a chart real quickly on my end and tell you where it traded down to. Yeah, $9 on September the 22nd. And really, that was obviously the time to get in. It bottomed out again. I think one of those reports was released again at the beginning of November, and it traded down to $11. We're approaching the August highs right now. Okay, the August highs were $14.89. And China-Biotics is trading right around there. So there's probably going to be some overhead resistance in terms of the levels on the stock. Obviously, a breakout above that $15 level means that you should be okay back up to the 52-week highs. We like this company a lot. They do bulk additives, meaning the cultures, the active cultures that go into yogurt and things. Certainly Activia here in the United States. They have TV commercials all the time, and people are pretty familiar with what probiotics are. Probiotics are the antibiotics. So Western medicine says that in order to make you feel better, you need antibiotics to fight against bad bacteria. Probiotics or Eastern medicine or holistic medicine takes the other side of it and says, well, if you can get your body in a healthy balance, then the probiotics will work against the bad bacteria as well. So that's two sides kind of to the same coin. But health food in general, healthy eating, healthy living is, it's almost a fad, and you can make money off of it. But it seems to be more of a secular trend. If you take a look at a graph of Whole Foods, obviously that stock's been on a rip-roaring tear, and they're doing much smarter expansion now. Joe Terranova on Fast Money covered healthy living as his trading his passion. So we actually really like China-Biotics. On a valuation perspective, China-Biotics is actually really, really appropriate in terms of valuation. Even though the stock has come up from the $9 level to this level, you're talking about a trailing PE of 10.7. Okay, that's what's in the books. Forward PE is 6.4, and PEG ratio is 0.2. So you're almost paying absolutely nothing for their growth. We like the company a lot. They have really increased their distribution. They've bulked out their bulk additives. They came online with a new facility recently this year, 2010, that more than doubled their capacity to churn out bulk additives, and that's where I think they do have some retail stores, but the main driver of the company is bulk additives, meaning selling these probiotics to other companies that will then put them in their name brand or label branded foods, okay, their food products. $7.17 a share in cash. So you're talking about 50% of the price of the stock is just the cash on the balance sheet. With a forward PE of 6.4, if you back out the cash, you get the picture. The stock is trading at ridiculous valuations. Never should have gone there if it wasn't for those law firms basically telling you that China-Biotics was a fictitious company. Then it wouldn't be where the stock never ever should have broken the $10 level. Probably shouldn't even be around $11, being that you're just getting a 10 PE with the stock at 14. Okay, so we do like the stocks. It is well covered. The Street.com has got a piece on it. Seeking Alpha has a piece on it. Forbes looks like has a piece on it. So go back, read the headlines. There's certainly some good information out about the company. We do like it. Do think it has a real business. Okay, so the other two things that we're doing today are, of course, ta-da, put spreads. I'm sure that's a big shocker to you that we're selling some put spreads. Salesforce.com started the day off getting basically obliterated. Okay, stock traded down to, it was down over 4% at one point before bouncing. And it looks like, let me pull up the one-day chart. It basically bounced from the lows of the day at 11 o'clock and has done really nothing but go back up. So the stock bottomed out at 132 and then has traded up ever since. We sold at the 132 level. We sold the 120, 115 January 2011 put spreads. We started off the morning getting 80 cents for them and then had to settle for 75 cents. Right now, that spread is trading for 65 cents. We're probably going to wait for another flush down to see if the stock will give us a second opportunity to add to that position. But we did get off a decent amount. The other trade that we like that I think you can probably still do right now are the Akami put spreads. We did sell the Akami January 2011 46.43 put spreads. We sold them off for 60 cents. You can get pretty close to that right now, 58.5 cents. You may have to settle for 56 or 57 cents, but it's only a $3 wide spread as opposed to a $5 wide spread. So on the $5 wide spreads, really best case scenario is we get $1 for the spread, but because we went so far out of the money on Salesforce.com, 80 cents was a good value to us. It's unlikely that the stock trades down to $120, but if it does, we're okay. How we trade, we're going to hold it into expiration. If we get in trouble at that point, we're going to roll it down and out. Okay, so those are our 3 ideas for today. We like China-Biotics from the long side. I think it's attractively priced, even though the stock has risen from $9 at its recent low up to $14.40 where it's trading. Overhead resistance is $15, so just be careful if you're a technical person or you're a trader that your ceiling right for now is $15. Obviously, if it breaks above that and holds, then you could see a breakout in the stock. 2, we like Salesforce.com January 120, 115 put spreads. Anytime the stock gets around 132, you should be able to get 80 cents for those. We'll see if the stock trades back down right there. Right now, if I look at the technicals on the stock from the low of the day, the uptrend has been broken from the lows of the day. So if that continues and the stock does trade down another $2, look to sell those spreads for 80 cents. And then finally, we like the Akami 46.43 January 2011 put spreads to sell those as well. Thanks for joining us again today. Hope you had a great day. We did actually manage to win our first round of our playoff game, so we're terribly excited. We'll see if we can beat the number 2 or number 3 team that's left in the league right now. Strikingly enough, all of the top seeds except for one fell to the lower seeds this week in the playoffs in our league. So exciting. We'll see if we can't get further into the playoffs. Thanks for joining us again today, and have a great day.